Places you should never swim. There are plenty of places that are ideal for swimming, like pools, beaches, and even hilariously small inflatable pools. However, in this video, I'll be sharing 20 places that you should absolutely avoid swimming in, no matter what. Why? Because I'm concerned about your safety. Plus, they're all incredibly bizarre and intriguing. Starting off with number 20, we have Lake Karachay, located in the southern Ural mountains of central Russia. This lake has been deemed the most contaminated place on the planet. Back in the 1950s, when the Soviet Union didn't prioritize proper disposal of nuclear waste, some of it was dumped into this lake. Certain areas of the lake are so heavily irradiated that exposure for an hour would result in death. The Russian government has started filling the lake with concrete, so if you're still interested in swimming there, despite this warning, you better act fast. At number 19, we have the Ganges River. If you happen to be in India and thinking of taking a swim, it's best to steer clear of the Ganges River. Rapid industrialization has caused severe pollution of the river, leading to ecological dead zones spanning over 600 kilometers or 372 miles where life cannot sustain. This makes it a risky place to take a dip. The river is heavily contaminated with human and industrial waste, exceeding safe limits for toxic chemicals by over 70 times in some areas, and 3,000 times the safe amount of fecal coliform. The Ganges River is also the final resting place for about 40,000 cremated bodies annually, making it essentially a sludge partially out of dead people. Despite research confirming an increased rate of cancer and gastrointestinal disease among people living near the river, the fact that the river is considered religiously sacred has led many to disregard warnings and believe that swimming in it cleanses them of past sins. At number 18, we have the boiling lake located in Dominica. As the name suggests, the lake is constantly boiling due to the presence of red-hot magma beneath its surface. Although the lake might look like a tempting hot spring, the water temperature is roughly 90 degrees Celsius or 190 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not safe for swimming. Coming in at number 17 is Jacob's Well, located in Texas. While the name might make it sound like a pleasant place to take a swim, there are some serious dangers to consider. Although the water is known for its clarity, allowing for a view of the depths below, the underwater caves and tunnels present a significant risk to divers who are inexperienced or lack the necessary equipment for cave diving. Unfortunately, there have been 8 fatalities at the site, underscoring the importance of caution and proper preparation when visiting Jacob's Well. Number 16 on the list is the Nile River, which may appear to be relaxing to swim as depicted in the movie The Prince of Egypt. However, in reality, it's a very dangerous place. The Nile is inhabited by Nile crocodiles, which use the murky water to conceal themselves from their prey. Each year, hundreds of people in sub-Saharan Africa are attacked by these crocodiles. In comparison, there are only 16 shark attacks per year in the United States. To avoid becoming prey like a wild beast in a nature documentary, it's best to avoid swimming in the Nile altogether. At number 15, we have the Hanakapiai Beach located in Hawaii, but it is definitely not a recommended destination for vacationers. Although the beach may appear to be like any other beautiful Hawaiian beach where one can surf, wear grass skirts, and so on, it is a deception. Hidden underneath the water are powerful riptides that have caused 80 confirmed deaths. The beach is so hazardous that there is even a sign with death count to dissuade swimmers from attempting to brave the water. Number 14. Bubbly Creek may sound like a charming location, perhaps a setting from Lord of the Rings in the peaceful Shire rather than in Mordor. However, in reality, Bubbly Creek is a horrific section of the Chicago River. For over a century, the nearby Union Stockyard disposed of blood, manure, urine, and body parts into the river, making it one of the most polluted waterways in the U.S. The bubbles on the surface of the creek are caused by decomposing meat, as the river's other pollutants have left little life in the water to break down organic matter. In fact, a study found that the layer of animal remains at the bottom of the creek is 3 feet thick. thick. Number 13. Samaisen Hole. The deepest diving site in the Gulf of Thailand is known as the dangerous Black Silty Hole that has claimed many lives. With a depth of 280 feet, the site presents divers with strong currents, poor visibility, oil tankers passing through, and the possibility of encountering dangerous barracuda. To add to the danger, the U.S. Navy has used the site as an ammunition dump, increasing the risk of accidental detonations. If you dare to dive into this ominous hole, you must be prepared to face these hazards. Number 12. Eagle's Nest Sinkhole. Eagle's Nest Sinkhole in Florida may seem like an ordinary pond at first glance, but it's actually a treacherous diving spot. The sinkhole features a shaft that leads to underwater passages and vast chambers larger than football fields. It has a maximum depth of 310 feet, making it a challenging diving site even for experienced divers. The sinkhole was closed in 1999 after 10 deaths occurred. However, it reopened in 2003. Despite its infamous reputation and a spooky sign warning divers of the dangers that lurk below. Number 11. Kipu Falls in Hawaii. Kipu Falls is a place with unknown dangers that have claimed several lives. Witnesses have reported that people were swimming normally before suddenly panicking and drowning. The exact cause of these incidents remains a mystery, with some speculating that the water spirit Mo'o is to blame, while others suggest the presence of an underwater whirlpool. Number 10. The Amazon Basin. The Amazon Basin is a place where you should avoid swimming at all costs for multiple reasons. For one, anacondas can remain submerged for up to 10 minutes, which is a serious danger to swimmers. Additionally, red-bellied piranhas are present in the waters and could tear someone apart. Electric eels are also a threat, as they can deliver a shock of up to 600 volts, which is 5 times more powerful than what comes out of a standard US wall socket. Finally, there are Kandiro fish that can swim up a person's urethral tube, making it a truly terrifying experience. It's best to stay out of the water in the Amazon Basin. Number 9. Lake Victoria in Africa. Lake Victoria may appear to be an ordinary lake, but is actually considered to be one of the most perilous body of water on Earth. With an average of 5,000 fatalities annually, the lake has its own microclimate that causes the weather to change from pleasant to severe in very short time, making it very unpredictable. This unpredictability, combined with the needs for local population to fish on the lake to make a living, often results in both capsizing, leaving people stranded miles away from the shore in the midst of a storm. Number 8. Horseshoe Lake in California. Horseshoe Lake is not directly dangerous due to its water. Instead, you can tell something is wrong by the 100 acres of dead trees surrounding it. This is because a series of earthquakes in 1989 and 1990 caused dangerous levels of carbon monoxide to escape from the Earth's surface into the air. Although the area is generally safe, gas levels can fluctuate without warning, and several people have died from asphyxiation. Number 7. At least the appearance of Rio Tinto in Spain matches its danger. The water has turned blood red over the course of 5,000 years of mining pollution, which might make you hesitant to dip your toes in. The river is highly acidic, and its peculiar environment is so unique that scientists study it to explore its similarities with the conditions on Jupiter's moon Europa. Number 6. Guns By. South Africa earned its name Shark Alley for a good reason. As there are an abundance of sharks in the area, it is not recommended to swim in any location known as Shark Alley unless you're an adrenaline junkie. In fact, the area has become a popular tourist destination for cage diving with sharks, which is one of the only semi-crazy activities available there. If you're seeking a shark encounter, Guns By is the place to be. While the United States has only 0.2 shark attacks per million people, South Africa has 0.15 per million. Number 5. Swimming in dams like the Hoover Dam is not only illegal, but also extremely dangerous. The currents in these man-made bodies of water are incredibly strong due to their primary purpose of generating electricity. Recently, a Welsh tourist named Aaron Hughes was arrested for swimming across the Hoover Dam, but authorities noted that he was lucky to have survived, as others have been sunk into intakes. There are also Bellmount spillways that pose a serious risk to swimmers. It's best way to stay away from these dangerous area and not take any unnecessary risks. Number 4. The Citarum River in Indonesia. The Citarum River in Indonesia is known for being one of the most polluted rivers in the world. If not the most polluted, this is primarily due to the fact that its basin is home to around 5 million people who produce a significant amount of waste. If you imagine a river flowing through your room that you've neglected to clean for a year, you can get a sense of what the Citarum River looks like. Additionally, nearby textile factories use the river as a dumping ground for their toxic waste, resulting in high levels of lead, mercury, arsenic, and other harmful substances in the water. Number 3. The Blue Lagoon in Buxton, Derbyshire. The Blue Lagoon in Buxton, Derbyshire is not your typical swimming spot. With a pH level of 11.3, it is closer to bleach than it is to tap water, a fact that should raise some red flags. In addition, caustic chemicals give the lagoon its beautiful blue hue, despite signs warning people of the danger. Some could not resist taking a dip in its alluring waters. However, it got so out of hand that the authorities had to dye the lagoon black to deter swimmers. This innovative idea could be emulated by other places on this list. Unfortunately, the lagoon is also home to abandoned cars, dead animals, and human waste. Number 2. Reunion Island. Reunion Island, located in the Indian Ocean and governed by France, has gained notoriety for its surfing scene but has recently earned the title of the world's shark attack capital. In contrast to South Africa's 0.15 attacks per million people, Reunion Island has a staggering 8.28 attacks per million people, with a record of 39 attacks, 19 of which were fatal. Although experts have yet to determine the exact cause for this phenomenon, it is suspected that the creation of a marine reef has attracted more fish, consequently providing a greater food source for sharks. Number 1. The Strid, located in Yorkshire, despite its beautiful appearance, has a dark history of claiming many lives. Its serene appearance belies the dangerous and deadly currents that run through it. The Strid has a reported 100% fatality rate for those who fall in. The rocks that are under the water, easy for someone to slip and fall into the water, resulting in fatal mistake. It's not worth taking the risk. Would you still be willing to swim in any of the bodies of water on this list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Be Amazed for more amazing videos.